Hi, everyone. Welcome to another introduction for Y.E.A. Global. And guys, we are only 21 days away from the spring May. We start May 22nd, guys. Please, if you have not registered, the registration link is in the chat. And when you share who you are today, please put your information in so we can all connect with you, okay? That's what this program's all about, is connecting. We connect, we collaborate, we go faster and further when we collaborate with one another, okay? And there's a lot of NGOs and CBOs and nonprofits and passion projects, so many different people in here. Please connect to them. Find out who they are, what they're about. We have some very magnificent people in our program. You will find out who they are as we go along, okay? So what we do today is I will be introducing, number one, my leaders, so you know who they are. And then number two, the guests that have come, new people that have shown up. And then you're going to hear from some different people what they got out of doing this program, what they got out of being a coach in the program, what they got out of being a head coach in the program. Okay. So you can then make an informed, educated decision about joining us for this 10-week program that we talk about mindset. It's the biggest deal, guys. It's the biggest deal in your life. If you're listening to a limited mindset, it'll steal your goals and dreams. If you are creating a powerful, empowering, thriving mindset, you'll have your goals and dreams. Okay. And that is what we do in here. We help you to get to your goals and dreams, and we help you to figure out what they are. Some people come in here not knowing what they are. And then the light bulb goes on, and then they go for it and they start taking actions. And guess what? They get their goals and dreams. And you're going to hear from a couple of people right now of what they have done inside of the 7 pillars and mindset. Christy Abbott, you're on.
Oh, here I am. Hi. Welcome, everyone. I'm Christy Abbott, head coach. I live in Inverness, Florida, and I am the head coach. This is probably my 5th uh, course. Well, no, let's see,
More.
probably 4th year, which would make it my 8th course.
Yeah.
And for years and years, I've known Carol Witt. Okay, great. Carol's dropped off, but I'm going to continue. She and I would drive her to her place, and she's like, "Why don't you join me? I'm doing these entrepreneur classes in St. Petersburg." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not all that." And then she invited me, "Please just come and be an advisor for an hour." At that time, she had an advisor program. And I was like, okay, an hour a week, I can do that. So I came and I fell in love with the 7 pillars, that she's teaching. And I'm recording, Carol, you dropped off. So I'm
I
recording to
know.
the cloud. Okay, great. So the next time she asked me to be a coach, and I was all in by then. And I was like, yes, I'll be a coach. And then her head coach at the time went to Africa, and I was working with a permaculturist in Uganda at the time, Tebendeki Ali. And I was like, no, I'm in Africa. And so Carol and I sat down and we registered over 60 people that year into Y.E.A. the first year she was in Africa. And we were so happy. We were so happy. We were in like 3 countries, Ghana, Uganda, and Kenya. And it was glorious. We just started. I got my 5 people, 6 people, 7 people to coach. And I have to tell you, with the relationships that we created over these 10 weeks that we were in Africa, it was an extraordinary experience. and they became coaches the next class. So they were coaches with me. And as coaches with me, we developed this permaculture convergence. And I got to go over to Uganda and visit those farms that we had coached people on. And it was just a glorious experience for me. I would have never guessed that I would have gone to Africa by myself. And then I went again the next year and created a permaculture convergence. And with James, is James still here? I don't see him. Oh, dang. And with James, we're creating a second permaculture convergence. And it's beyond all because of declaration, vision, and the 7 pillars that Carol will share with you a little bit later. But my life is altered, and I'm a global entrepreneur coach. And that wouldn't have been possible without these seven pillars. Yeah, I didn't have that mindset, and I do now. So I've let go of, wow, she dropped off again. Wow. Carol's having some internet problems. So Linda and Megan, we're gonna have to keep it going for her. Why don't you introduce yourself, Megan, and then we'll go with Linda.
Hello, everyone. Well, welcome. Good to meet you all and to see all the regulars. I'm Megan from Cape Town, South Africa, and I describe myself as a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I've got a copywriting, content creation, and communications business, which has been running for about 5 years. I'm a total word nerd, and I'm a youth catalyst. I've just launched my youth academy at the end of last year. And in that space, we focus on literacy because literacy underpins everything. And alongside that, critical life skills for our youth and young minds. And I'm also one of the youth and global leadership program co-facilitators in the Y.E.A. space. And one of the days I'll be stepping into the South African role as Y.E.A.'s director. So looking forward to seeing you all on the May program. Welcome. Thanks, Christy.
Oh, I'm muted. Thank you, Megan. Linda, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll go to Maria.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to see everybody here. Like Christy said, that I've been in a lot of leadership programs with Landmark. I was what they call a course supervisor, so I would lead courses with the Landmark Forum leaders. So that actually got me trained to be able to be in the space of anything and be able to listen. One of the things that you get trained in Landmark is the listening, because that's where it all is. And so I really sharpened my skills. And, one day I was just sitting at my desk and a thought occurred to me just to call Christy Abbott. And I just did. And now before I say that, what happened was I haven't spoken to Christy in a long time, because I had moved away from that area and moved over to the East Coast of Florida in the Miami area. So, and I've been over here I've been over here since 2013, 2012, something like that. So, but once you've been trained in all this, you always have that. You will always have those skills. And so I just had a thought. Christy Abbott's name popped in my brain, and I just called her on. She's the first contact in my phone, and she's been in that phone for years. And every time I buy a phone, she gets put back in it. So it's like, that's the kind of relationship that I have, and that's the kind of relationship you get to have with other graduates, and you'll experience that here in this program for sure. So I called her, and she was actually on the phone with Carol Witt. And Christy's like, I'm talking to Carol Witt, and I'm like, she goes, do you remember her? I said, of course I do. So anyway, the next thing, Christy walks away because she's going to pick up her granddaughter or grandson. And Carol and I just had a great conversation, and she enrolled me in being the head coach for the Y.E.A., and that's why I'm here. And I'm just like I haven't declared anything other than I created out of my participation in the Create 2025 with Landmark, and I also did it. I'm in the leadership program right now, which is we're coming up on our second weekend this weekend. But part of why I'm doing what I'm doing is because I just retired a year ago. It's been a year already. I can't even believe it went that fast. And so I'm, jumping into this entrepreneur, and I'm creating this I would say chapter in my life. I'm gonna say it, Carol. I'm gonna be 71 in July, and it's 2 weeks before Carol's birthday, and she'll be the same age. So anyway, so I'm creating from a place of nothing, and this is what shows up is Y.E.A. So I jumped aboard and said, hey, yeah, I'm gonna get on the train. So I'm on that train, and I'm meeting people, and I'm out there, causing breakthroughs in other people's lives, because that's something I committed myself to, was to have people have breakthroughs in their lives, to see what is there in their blind spot, so that they get to create from a space of nothing is there stopping you from achieving what you want. And that's what I'm here to support, so that people really get their lives out of this work, because I know that it works. I know this type of methodology actually works. So I'm here
Yeah.
to support that in any way I can, and that's what I'm here to do.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks. Maria, go
All
ahead.
right.
Thank you so much. First of all, I just want to acknowledge Carol. You've changed my life through being in Y.E.A. And don't be surprised if your lives get changed along the way, and they grow and they develop, and you become something you never thought you could. And really, these are possibilities. They're more than possibilities, they're probabilities if you follow the Y.E.A. program. And I've been debating with myself whether I should declare what I've just written down on my piece of paper, but I'm going to.
Let's hear it, Maria. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to, because we need it so much, right? I had the privilege to talk to the lady from the Kenyan county government this morning. And you might be surprised that I'd arranged it to be 9 o'clock. Well, I thought it was 9 o'clock my time, but I turned my computer on, thank goodness, at 7 o'clock. And there she was. 2 hours ahead. We had to scrabble to get it together, but we did. We managed it. And so that was happening. And we were talking about FGM, which is a very serious problem in that area.
Yeah.
And she was saying it's 85% in her particular area. So we were considering, how to do something. And then I spoke to somebody earlier this morning, and we said maybe we should make a school. So I got back to Walter and I said, we think we should do a school. He said, I've had a dream of that for a while. So I'm declaring that there's a school in Migori County for underprivileged children. And I'm declaring that it's now, that it exists. And I believe in it. I work on intuition, and I think lots of people do. And I was moved to go down and see a friend that I'd made in the jewelry department, as it were, on the street in Watford. Couldn't remember her name. I went up to her and I said, "Are you the one I spoke to last week?" She said, "Yes." We gave each other a hug, and she now wants to get behind it and help me brainstorm. So you never know, who's out there, who wants to be part of what you're doing. And I really encourage you, even though you may not have thought of your local communities, just really think, and if you have faith, I mean, even if you don't really 100% believe that God can help you to find the right people, try it on, because you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed who comes into your life to help you do what you're trying to do.
Wow.
And that's what we did. We declared last year that Lake Victoria is a beautiful, pristine freshwater lake full of delicious fish. We didn't know where that declaration was taking us. We formed Water for the World in November, December last year. We went to Kenya. James put up the money, bless him, for the first borehole when I told him about it and asked him if he was up for it, and he said yes. And we went together, and Walter and his team did magic and brought about a borehole for 5,000 to 6,000 people, 5,000 litres of water an hour, which is amazing. And we've gone on that we've impacted the lives of more than 14,000 so far since January, which is a huge number to have, and it wasn't just through that borehole, one other borehole, and also some boats on Lake Victoria through a great friend of mine. So what I'm saying from this is believe in your dreams, believe in who you are and who you can become. And I have to pay tribute to the landmark because 73-year-old grandma, yes, but I'd lost my husband 5 years ago and I was very lost. And I said to God, well, what do you want me to do? His life's finished, his mission's finished. What have you got for me? And he doesn't tell you. You have to find out. So anyway, I seem to be in the right place at the right time, and I'm blossoming and, I'm thriving. And
Yeah.
I heard somebody say today, I want to sing the song I Will Survive. And I just stopped myself from saying I will thrive. But when I'm there next week, when she's singing it, I'm going to tell her about I Will Thrive.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes.
thank you.
I love that. Totally love that, Maria. Maria,
Yes.
you are a rock star. And
Yes,
guys,
she is.
do not let age stop you. Do not let anything stop you from what you want
No.
in your life. We all
Mm.
deserve to thrive, guys. And that's what our message is all about. We all deserve to thrive. And let's do it together. Don't go it alone. Let's do it together. Way more powerful when you have a huge community that believes the same way. You can move mountains with that kind of community, okay? All right, I want to bring somebody on. She is a new head coach, but not new in my life, and very excited.
Or mine.
That's right. And very excited that she is joining us because I've been holding out with her for about 3 years now. I don't give up on people, guys. I do not give up on people. And I saw her at a housewarming.
Friends. Yeah.
And she came up to me and said, Carol, I want to coach. And I said, oh, okay. How about head coach? So anyway, Amanda, can you come and just introduce yourself, say a few things, please bring your specialness. And she is special.
Amanda.
Are you there?
Good day to everybody.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was a little late. There's a lot of different threads to keep track of and Zoom links to organize. So I was waiting at a different meeting to be let on for a while. So I'm here. I'm really excited to come and play and be makers of change with everyone. I have been putting this off for a really long time, and I finally just got to a place where it's time to not play small.
Yes.
And so I'm here to step into the grand adventure that's calling me forth.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. And you will bring that grand adventure with you. Oh my goodness. Guys, get ready.
Thank you for going up to Carol, Amanda. Thank you,
I
thank
have
you.
I have the
Thank
most
you for the invitation and the ass whooping, Christy Abbott.
Oh, it's my pleasure, my love.
I have the most amazing team of leaders in my program. And, there's no coincidence, guys. I just asked for it. Bring me amazingness, God, bring me amazingness. And this is what I have. These are your head coaches that you are going to be seeing. And Amanda, Christy sent you the background, and please add it as soon as you can so that when you do come on, people know you are a head coach in the program. Okay.
Okie doke.
Beautiful. So Amanda, welcome.
I
Welcome.
sent it to you also, Maria.
Yes, Maria, you'll have yours. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Co-facilitators, people that will be leading pieces of the course will have this background. When you're leading, I need you as co-facilitators, I need you to be using this background so people get who you are. Okay. All right. Okay, so I want to introduce another person to you. Lucas, please come. And then I want to have Aleski come and introduce himself. But
Okay.
Lucas, please come and share who you are, what you're up to. And Lucas, you're muted. What you and I are up to, please share it.
Sure. Okay, what we are up to altogether, it's great to be here. What we are up to. So first, Carol, maybe I introduce a little bit about myself. So Carol, we met with Carol somehow through some different groups, right? But connected to Africa, and which I'm passionate about, and about the support, about the possibility, and also I think how important this continent is for future of the world. And so yeah, so we start like being there, doing things, being in action. Yeah, I speak a little bit landmark language also. I'm in this family. I'm right now I'm on ILP coaching on ILP. And I had a lot of like my life also changed a lot. And I knew that Carol has like so major background of self-development. So I was like, okay, here we go. Here is some giant here. So let's build something great. Okay. And what happened from then, I finished Y.E.A. course once, and we had a lot of conversations. We were involved in a project, and the next step was that I got the offer from Carol. Okay, can you be director from Poland? I was like, yes. Okay, of course, yes. So here we are. I'm in Poland right now. That's one of the reasons I'm also came to Poland, and we are creating this office, and we are creating the space of education, the space also as like a kind of headquarter point of contact for Europe in general, and including trade, including education and business opportunities, also including art. So it's like really major project to be created, and we started it. And on top of it, to be short and sweet, right now I'm starting to do the podcasts, and it's very special podcasts because it's a podcast about men, empowered men globally. So it's about the males, and how much leadership is missing in that area, right? And to be the healthy leader, which can empower, which can stand, which can provide, and be also, I think, in like partnership with the women, leadership, which you, Carol, you, Carol, are creating already for years, right? So why don't we connect our forces and create something what is missing in the world. Yeah. So
Oof,
here we go.
that's right.
Yeah.
Guys,
So yeah, grateful to be here and
and I'm so
with
excited to
everyone.
work with you, Lucas. So
Yeah,
excited to work.
with everyone, and I just want to acknowledge Maria. I know her for longer time too, and her her how she grows here in the Y.E.A. and through the project Water for the World. It's just that this is pure magic. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you. It's pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. So, guys, Lucas and I are up to, we are collaborating. He's going to be doing Men Empowered Across the World podcast. And we are going to change the conversation that men and women have to compete, that we get to collaborate and work together. And that's what we are up to, is bringing men and women together in creating an impact in the world and changing that conversation that we have to be competitors, that we can absolutely honor one another's greatness. Yeah. So I'm very, very excited about that podcast. I wanted Lucas to talk about it because it will be coming very soon. Just know. And then we're going to have Lucas come on, the Women Empowered Across the World, our podcast, and talk about it. And I'm going to come on to his podcast and talk about the Women Empowered Across the World. So everyone knows we are working together. I'm so excited about that because it's time that we work together, not separated, not divided, because we all have the same purpose, and that is really honestly to make a difference out there. And that's what we're up to. So thank you, Lucas, for saying yes and stepping up and going to take that on. And you'll be seeing his first episode soon. So be looking for it. And he's looking for guests. He's looking for guests that want to come and share their stories. Men out there, Christian, let's see, who else did I see? Hassan, Keitha, guys, Martin, all of you, please reach out to him so that you can be a guest on his podcast. Okay.
I will leave my WhatsApp in my
Yes.
group in the group. Yeah. So we're looking for more hosts about
Yes, more
speak
hosts
more.
too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Lucas. So excited. Okay, next person I want to bring on is I said I would do, who did I say I'd call on? And I can't remember now.
It was Oleski, but he
It
left.
was Oleski, but he's not here.
I'm just trying to see where he is.
Okay.
No, he said he had another meeting, Maria. He put it in the chat.
All right. So Megan, I would like for you to come on and just share.
She introduced herself while you were.
Did? Oh, well, I was gone.
She did. Yeah. So what about Christian or
yes,
Wagner?
yeah,
son.
Yes, I can go.
Christian. And then I'm going to have Ramadan. Okay,
Yes.
Christian,
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you so much. Well, my name is Christian Maloba, and I am from the Democratic Republic of Congo. I live in a city called Lubumbashi, and I am also so much interested in the program, and I would like to go through it. And, sometimes it's really important to hear what someone else is speaking. And as I was listening to Christy and to Marija and to everyone else, you could feel that they really are feeling what they're saying. And I would like also to have some experiences like that, like you guys. And so I'll also work on it. Je suis occupé, s'il vous plaît. D'accord. Je vais vous parler après. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so I work with artisans and craftsmen from my area. So our area is called like a artistic area or something like that. So artisans and craftsmen work with gemstones, especially the malachite. And right now I have got an egg of malachite.
Wow.
Beautiful,
And,
actually.
That is gorgeous, Christian.
And
and there
Christian,
is
you have a website, correct? You have a
yeah,
website.
I've got a website. This is a little torture,
Yes.
and it's not perfect, but those imperfections make it beautiful. So I work with them, and I would like this to go on and on. So I want the youth to also learn how to make this beautiful work
Yes.
of art. And that's a little cat.
Oh, wow. Look
That
at
is
that.
polished.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's
Wow.
very much polished.
Beautiful.
And
Guys,
aside
wait
from
till you
that,
see his website. It's beautiful. I've seen
yeah,
it. And yeah.
yeah. Apart from that, I also I had started an an NGO just to help local kids or local youth to be able to do,
Mm,
you know, most of these local young people, most of them are recruited in the army or in the, you know,
yeah.
or something like that because they don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
And that's where they can get something. And armed groups, all of them, they recruit, it's easy to recruit them. But when they get something, they've got skills, especially handy skills like carpentry or, you know, making bread, you know, those skills like that, they will, I don't think they will have that appetite to go and join a rebel group. So that NGO was about that, and I'm still working on that to bring it to life, and also
Beautiful.
help these artists.
Christian, have you met Celestine from
So,
UK that works in DRC?
yes,
And
I think
I'd
I've
like
met.
to introduce you. Yeah. If you can put your
Okay.
information in the chat, I'll
Yes,
link you up.
please.
Yeah.
Get-
Celestin would love to meet him for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
already
Oh,
got it here. I'm looking in the chat, but it's not there yet.
thank
Yeah.
you. Get them together, please. Please get them together. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, guys, make sure. So, Christian, is your website up where people
Yeah,
can go and?
it's been down a couple of days, but
I know. I went to it and I couldn't see it, so I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. So I'm going pretty much. I think next week it will be up again.
okay, okay,
You know,
yeah.
there is a challenge selling these, and I've got a couple of buyers in California and
Mm,
and other places, but the main problem is the shipping code. Like
Yeah.
the
shipping.
shipping code. The
I
shipping
know.
fees are
Yeah.
very high over
I
here for
know.
this.
We know.
And
Yeah.
I don't
We
know if there is.
Christian, we are trying to find a connection to where we
Yeah,
can get things shipped from
yeah,
US to Africa and from
yeah,
Africa to US. We
Yeah,
are
because there's so much trade we've discovered
so
we
much.
want to make. Yes,
yeah,
Maria?
There's something I learned when I was in Indonesia about shipping, and that was about sharing, because you've got maybe small items, sharing with other companies that are shipping kind of bigger items, so yours can be nestled in with theirs. You know, that was something that really came up over there, and I just think that might be useful at this point. I don't know who else is shipping to the States, but you know, if you don't ask, you won't find out. And if you declare it, that actually you've got a way of shipping your goods, you know, in a more effective way,
Right.
economically, then you'll find it. You will.
Okay.
interesting.
Beautiful. We will definitely be looking into that because we've got
Lucas
to
has
find.
his hand up.
Okay, Lucas, I know you have your hand up. Go ahead. And then I'm going to call on Hassan and then Ramadan. Okay, so go ahead, Lucas.
Thank you, Christy. What happened is that I have the contact to the person from Uganda, which is agent for shipping company worldwide. So yeah, so he's doing already the trade between like Africa, China, Europe, US, whatever, you know. And so yeah, and I think he was once in the Y.E.A. on Thursday for a moment. So he knows us like a crowd. So I can connect to whoever
Yeah,
you
Ian
want.
was in our program for a while, but
Ian, that's
Ian,
Ian, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but he didn't finish, and I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay,
Someone's
guys.
sharing.
Yeah, we got to stop sharing, please. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. So I want to have yeah, so let's see if that's something that we can create in this next program, that we actually
Sure.
have a way to ship in and out of Africa. Oh, it'd be so
Yeah.
amazing, so wonderful. All right. So next
Hassan.
person, yeah, the next person I wanted to, Hassan. Can you come and introduce yourself? Welcome, Hassan. Guys,
Okay.
please stop sharing. This is not a time that we're gonna do any kind of screen sharing. Okay. All right, go ahead, Hassan. Please.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening,
Welcome.
wherever you are. Yes. My name is Rajab Hassan. I am Sudanese by nationality, but I live in Kakuma refugee camp, that's Kenya. I'm very excited, to join this program of Y.E.A., a program talking of mindset, and I think that's where we all need to reach. Uh, I actually joined since last time, but we have never started a class. I'm waiting, to see what is going to take place. So I'm running an organization that is called Initiative and Advocacy for Orphans Development, that is particularly working with the orphans, school dropouts, and children with disability. That is in Kakuma refugee camp. We focus mostly with the program that is almost related to what we are doing, because we are focused with something called social and emotional learning. And when you look at social and emotional learning, is almost to now something called mindset shifting or changing of the mindset of somebody. We also focus with these children who drop out of the schools, now to take them back to schools, and the orphans who are children which are totally like left out. We also, bring them together, see areas where we can really focus with them, because they are with caregivers. We focus with the parents who are taking care of these children, to train them on what we call child care programs. We have partly we have an entrepreneurship program for particularly mothers or caregivers that are not take care of these children. So, to support them, have something ahead to continue with their programs. We also, focus with the girl child, because this is the problem. And we noticed that in Kakuma, this is where now most of the girls do drop out of the schools, and we felt like it's not good, we felt like this is the focus point. We need to, make sure that these girls are all back to schools. And yeah, and now like we have a lot of number of girls, and if you see on my bag, if you see this list here, these are all the children. These are the number of girls who drop out of the schools, orphans. And yeah, we have this one is for orphans, and this side is for school dropouts. We have a good number
Oh,
of them.
I love it.
We have around 181 here.
You,
We have,
you're in the right place.
yes. So we felt like it is a good idea to come and join this program, also to see where we can also, shift this mindset and see how we can, mature our minds and continue the programs, grow, and, support the rest of the community. Otherwise, I'm privileged again to join, and let's continue sharing, and let's continue connecting to, uplift others. Thank you.
Please put your information in the chat. Ajabna, I want to put you in touch with Walter.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, absolutely. Please put your information in the chat so everyone can reach out to you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Ramadan, do you want to come and introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Hello, hello. Tell everyone where you're
Hello.
from, Ramadan.
Yes, Ramadan from Kakuma Refugee Camp.
Guys.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, I'm Ramadan from Kakuma Refugee Camp. I'm the director and founder of a youth education and development association located in Kakuma in Kenya. In our organization, we have several activities. Yes, we have health education and we're focused in health programs. And we have digital literacy, we have peace building, we have English change makers, so that we plan to do the change makers course in our program, so that we are excited to join this program for helping our communities, so that I think I have talked more with Carol, so that I will talk to Carol, and we have give Carol our details and all we are doing in Kakuma refugee camp, so that I think I don't have more to talk. Thank you to be in touch with you, and I think we are which collaborate together. Thank you and welcome.
Off the screen.
You know, I'm not in the good place to talk. I'm in the way to go at home, so that I don't have more to talk. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you. Very excited. We are going to be collaborating with Ramadan inside of the Youth Empowerment Program. Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
excited for that. All right. Let's see. Margaret.
Anita. Oh, Margaret. Yeah.
Yeah, Margaret, come and share what you're up to, what you are doing. Hi, Margaret. Welcome.
I'm coming.
Welcome.
Oh, Margaret.
Okay. I just keep making sure that every Kenyan I know is coming to GIN or to Y.E.A.
Yeah.
And I'd like to welcome Lydia this morning. She runs, she's been part of GIN, and she reached out to me the other day, and she runs a school in Nairobi area, and
You.
she has quite a story. So I'd like you to all hear from Lydia instead of me, because I don't
Okay.
really have a lot to share this morning.
Okay. All right. Definitely. Lydia, come and share with us. And thank you, Margaret, for inviting her. Lydia, are you there? Hello, Lydia. There you go. Hi, welcome. Welcome.
Yes, thank you so much for this opportunity. And thank you so much, Margaret. I know that we have shared a lot. And I'm really grateful to join you today. I'm Lydia Award from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm the founder and director of Happy Gardens Community School. It's a non-profit school that supports orphans, vulnerable, and disadvantaged in my community. I started in 2021 with 3 children as a daycare that I could just offer porridge to them and teach them songs and coloring. And as we talk today, the number have grew. The school have been able to expand, and we have 91 children that are supporting education and with feeding programs. Yes. We are also compliant with the Kenyan system curriculum, which is a CBE that you are teaching them. And many of these children, they depend on school feeding program. Can you imagine if they eat snacks, evening snacks, until tomorrow when they also take the porridge and the lunch. It's not easy, but I'm really grateful because through the support of the well-wishers, we've been able to come this far. Yes, right now we are doing a back to school food bank. We opened on Tuesday for the second term, and we are having a fundraising to help sustain these children at school, because as you all know, no child can learn in an empty stomach. You have to feed them for them to learn, concentrate, and even play, So we are doing that. Those who are around within Nairobi can able to donate raw foods. And if you're far, please feel free to donate. That $5, $10, all will go a long way to support these children. Doesn't matter how little it is, but together, if we do it, we can make it and bring a change that we want in our communities. So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to put the fundraising link on the chat. Yes.
In the chat. Put it in the chat, please.
Yes, any
And
donation.
Lydia, please register for the program. It is free to all of Africa. We have many teachers that are in our program for May. Come join us, okay, and be a part of it. Oh my goodness. Yes. So
I will. And apart from donating, you can also collaborate with me. The ideas, or you can connect me to any person or a group or organization that would like to work with charity school. I will really appreciate that. It's not all about donating, but also collaboration, working together, connection, referrals. It really, really means a lot to me. So thank you so much. I'm putting my contact on the chat right away. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lydia. We are thrilled that you are with us. Yes. I cannot wait to see what all you create inside of the 10-week program. Oh my goodness. One of the things, guys, okay, so it's 11:54. I'm going to go ahead and let you know what we teach in Y.E.A. So every introduction, I always talk about the 7 pillars because they change your life, okay? So the first pillar, guys, is called mindset. And it's the biggest deal. And it's the biggest deal that you hear that limited mindset so you can create something that's way more powerful and will kick you right back into action in the things you want in your life. So mindset, it's a big deal. And we teach mindset. So in each pillar, so the next pillar is focus. We say what you focus on is what you get. And guys, if you're entrepreneurs in here, you probably have many brilliant ideas, but you've got to focus to be able to get what you want. So we teach you how to do that and still be able to have all the different brilliant ideas that you have, okay? Because we don't tell you to shut your mind off. It is where you tap into your greatness. And we promise you will tap into your greatness in this program. And we get to experience it. So then declaration. Guys, I made it to Africa because I declared it. And I want to share something with you about declaration. I speak that it's like magic because it opens many, many doors. But I know that you guys have something around magic. So I want you to get, it's your hard work. You declare it and then you take actions and make it happen. No, but it doesn't just drop in your lap. So when I declared that I was going to Africa, and then I had a head coach, Keith Sims, and a lot of you know him, he said, Carol, I'm going to Africa. Now, if I had not declared that I wanted to go global, when he said, I'm going to Africa, I would have said, oh, Keith, good for you. Have fun. Send me pictures, right? But when I had declared it, I had an intention and I had a listening. When he said, I'm going to go to Africa, I was like, oh, Keith, find me entrepreneurs over there. That would not have been my conversation if I had not declared it, because I saw an opportunity. See, when you declare things, you start seeing opportunities where the doors can open. Okay. So I saw that opportunity. And guys, we're in 39 countries in Africa. That didn't happen overnight. And it didn't happen through me. It happened through me speaking it, but it happened through you guys sharing with all your friends, your communities, your neighbors, everybody you could share with. That's why we are in 39 countries in Africa. But guys, we're in a total of 63 countries now. And I only declared that 5 years ago. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I want you to get the power of declaration. Start declaring the things you want so that Linda, my head coach, can go, oh, I have a resource for you. Oh, I can connect you to someone. Oh, I've got somebody that you've got to meet to move that forward. So you've got to start somewhere. And where you start is declaring what you want in your life. And guys, this is not a platform you have to worry that somebody's going to steal your project or your idea. They're not. They're going to say, you can do this. They're going to cheer you on. This is a platform where you have cheerleaders, where you have people that believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. Okay. All right. The next one is visualization. Guys, visualization is so powerful. We call it the roadmap to your future, because if you can visualize 2 months from now, 5 months from now, 2 years from now, 6 years from now, 10 years from now, about your NGO, your CBO, your project, whatever it is you are up to, your school, whatever business you are running, if you can see the future, the bigger picture, you can see the actions to take to get there. Okay. And then I call it the dynamic dual, accountability / imperfect action. Accountability, guys, is you being your word to you. Who do we let down the most? Ourselves. Because you know what? I don't tell Christy all the time what I'm wanting. So if I don't make it happen, I don't have to tell anyone. I have to be accountable around it. So I can let myself down as much as I want. No, you want to make sure you're your word to yourself. And then it'll be so much easier to be your word to others. Okay. So that's accountability, being your word to yourself and to others. And then imperfect action. And guys, I got to tell you, about 9 years ago, and this is why it's here. 9 years ago, I am somebody has to be perfect or I don't do it. Now, perfect in my mind, I never get there. I don't even know what perfect means. So I just didn't take things on. I didn't take actions, and things slipped through my hands and opportunities slipped through my hands. And I said, Carol, if you want to get something done, you're going to have to start taking some imperfect action and then tweak it and make it better along the way. And that's what I did, and my life changed. And I promise you, you start doing that, your life will change. We call them micro step actions, okay? And you're going to learn a lot about that in our program. So imperfect action, they go together. Just take an action and watch the momentum start happening, okay? Next one, there's a story behind this one too, guys, and that's creativity. I had a student from Morocco say, Carol, why isn't creativity a pillar? And I said, you're right. Why isn't it? Because it's everywhere in Y.E.A. So I created creativity as a pillar. So then we had not 6 pillars, but 7. So creativity, guys, and here is the deal about creativity. I say it every week. You know why? I want you to really take away from this introduction. I want you to take this away with you. And that is this. Where is the richest place on the planet? It's the cemetery. Do you know why? Because there were so many brilliant, beautiful ideas that died with people, that they didn't get a chance to take the actions and make them happen. So we didn't get to experience their greatness. They didn't get to experience their greatness. What a sad, sad thing. So please do not make that cemetery any richer. Bring your ideas to the forefront into Y.E.A. and take actions and make it happen. And let us experience your greatness and you get to experience your greatness. Okay. And then the last one is community, guys. It's the glue that holds it all together. Community, this community is special. You will never find a community like this again. It is a very special community because we believe in you. We believe in what you want in your life, and we support in what you want in your life. Okay. And the leaders, you can't find better leaders in any program out there. These leaders are people that want to see you thrive in life. Okay. But guys, community, a community that's like-minded, that believes we deserve to thrive, and let's do it together. We can move mountains. We can change conversations. We can change things in the world. But you got to believe it. Okay. So those are the 7 pillars, and you get to see what's stopping you in putting those pillars in your life. You get to see the negative, limited conversation you have, the limited conversation that stops you from bringing declaration into your life, from you declaring things in your life. You get to see the limited conversation that you created. Actually, you haven't created it. It's automatic, guys. You have nothing to say about it. It's just there. And it's come over the years in your past. It's come into your space, and it just is automatic. It's like an automatic conversation that just keeps happening. So you got to create something way more powerful to be able to take action and be an action taker. And that's what we say in here. You get to become an action taker in here. Okay. So those are the 7 pillars, and they are very, very powerful. And if you'll use them in your life on a daily basis, your life will look different. Just like Maria, she out there putting boreholes in Kenya when she's in the UK. What? She's out there impacting thousands and thousands of lives with clean water. What? Beautiful. Megan is now really and truly going to be directing the youth empowerment program for YEA. She is powerful, guys. You've got to come and see her in action. Please, please come and join us when we start leading the youth empowerment program May 18th. Join us, because it's amazing to watch her. And she will be also leading pieces of the program in the global program. Okay. So guys, just know there's just so much talent in here. Okay. And then we got Christy, who literally half of my leaders came from her because she coached them. And they are powerful leaders in the community. They are doing amazing things with their lives because of the 7 pillars. And also because she believed in them when they didn't believe in themselves. And she didn't let them down. She walked every step of the way through this program with her coaches, with her students before they were coaches. So you are in wonderful hands. Just know that. Okay. And so there's one more person I'd like to have come and introduce themselves, and that is, oh, I see Abbas. Abbas, come and say hi to everyone. Introduce yourself. Abbas, are you there? Hello.
Hey, Carol.
Hey, this is one of my leaders. Just graduated from the leaders program, guys. And so Abbas, say hi to everyone. Introduce yourself. What are you up to?
All right. Good afternoon to everybody. I'm very sorry to be here late because I'm just from campus, just taking from lectures.
He's at the university, guys. Yes.
I'm just from the university. I'm preparing my studies because we shall be starting our exams on the 12th of this month. I just want to say thanks to everybody, because joining YEA is a big job to everyone. as we all know, we want to derive ourselves from up there. And really, I am running a project in one of these schools in Sierra Leone. And the project that I'm running here is collaborating. I'm trying to develop the younger ones that are coming behind. I've started this one since 2014. And what I used to do, this collaborating, I started it from the lower classes to the upper classes. And now I'm seeing improvement to all the children in school. For the past years, children cannot be able to read and have confidence to stand in front of their colleagues to see something. And when I introduced the reading in this school, through from the help of Y.E.A., and I've seen a better improvement for the children. And now I can see children stand in front of each and everybody with a confidentiality skill, wherein a children can be able to read, children can be able to collaborate, and children can be able to create a story for herself. Now I can see the improvements of the club reading in school. And next tomorrow, that is on Saturday, the children that have prepared, some of them are going for their national primary school examination in Sierra Leone here. Yes. And what I did, because it was 2 days ago, I tested them in the reading skill, because they have to take a paper that involves reading and writing skills. That is letter writing and composition. So if a student cannot be able to read and write, that particular student cannot be able to do anything, because seeing a question, read it, understand it, and interpret it for yourself, can be able to write. So through from the reading club that I introduced in the school, now I can see kudos myself and kudos to students. So I just encourage everybody, for us to think of the younger ones that are coming behind, because taking a look at what Carol is doing and her team, they are really trying to improve the younger ones that are coming behind, for us to see a better nation. And presently, I've introduced the leadership skills in the university that I'm going presently, because I got so many skills from the program that I've just completed. I just want to say kudos to Carol and her team, because I received a wonderful certificate for the leadership. And now I have started introducing some of the skills that I got from Carol and the team in the campus that I'm attending presently. So I just want to say kudos to everybody. I am here to welcome everybody to Y.E.A. Please, let us share what we have, because there is a slogan that says, focus on what you want. If you focus on what you want, you are going to achieve on it. And we are going to see ourselves in a better area. So I just want to say thanks to everybody, and thanks to the new members that have joined us in this wonderful organization or this wonderful program. So I may like to rest my case here and give chance to Carol and others. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abbas. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you started your reading club. Oh my gosh. So amazing, guys. So amazing what you can do when you realize the resources you have available. Don't come from what I don't have any resources. Come from what resources do I have right now to get things started? What? And that's what we teach you guys in Y.E.A. Look for what you do have and get it started. And then resources start coming, things start showing up. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Musa, oh, you know what? Anita, I want to hear from you really quickly, and then I'm going to call on Musa real quick. And then Kisa, really quickly. Yes. So Anita, welcome. Guys, Anita is a leader. She just graduated from the Leaders Program.
Yes. Hi to everyone here. I'm happy to see you. But sorry for me, I'm in Africa, where now it is going to be night. You can't see me well. Yeah, but I'm a reader in Y.E.A. I'm about to be a coach. And I am the founder of the People Funds Bridge. We started in 2016, but because of, let's say, lack of knowledge, we did not register area. But when we started Y.E.A., we are able to register last year, 2024. Now we are a non-profit organization registered, and I have shared some activities we are doing. So if you find where you can fit, please, you're welcome. We are welcoming members, friends, as you want. So thank you. I'm here. You keep seeing me always. So thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Anita. Guys,
I just think we are on the project of water. So please, if you feel that you want to join us, you can donate, you can support, you can give ideas. Please join us. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Anita. Thank you. Thank you. I want you to know, guys, she does 2 programs. She does the youth empowerment program. Then she comes and does the global program. For like 3 courses now, she's done back to back because she has all these youth that she brings to the youth empowerment program. Anita, you are amazing. I love and adore your spirit, and I love your smile. You keep smiling, you keep thriving, girl. Okay. All right. Yes, so let's see. I wanted to talk with Musa. Musa, are you there? Can you come say hi to everyone? Hello? Musa, are you there? Hello, hello. There you are.
Yes, I'm there. Hello, can you hear me?
Welcome.
Yes, how are you? I think we have some bad weather conditions presently. So that's
no worries.
why I'm coming in breaking.
Talk to us for a second.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Well, I think for introduction, my name is Musa Kone. I'm from Sierra Leone. Yeah, I'm the founder and program director of Movement for Education and Advocacy Network, SADON. Yeah, so we are supporting expectants and young mothers to return to school or find meaningful employment in societies. And I'm also happy to be all this why I have from Cameroon, and that I also want to continue to learn more, especially this is the month that we are going to start our classes. So I'm really looking forward to see how I can learn a lot of things. And most of your ideas are really great, especially the one that has to do with creativity. It's really, really key. Yes. It has been really, really important. Of course, we have not gone through it, but the basic things that you have been explaining with creativity, I think that has also make like a roadmap for us. So I'm looking forward to be part and looking forward to attend all the sections. Thank you.
Beautiful. I look forward to having you in the course. Very, very excited, Musa. And Musa, we have quite a few people from Sierra Leone. So I want to make sure that I put you with them. Okay. All right. We have another Lucas. Oh my gosh. And I know that Lucas invited this Lucas. So Lucas, can you come and introduce yourself? Is it Dalka? Lucas Dalka. Oh, you are muted. Let me give you a prompt. There you go.
Oh, okay,
Hi.
okay. Sorry. So, hi everybody. Nice to meet you. My name is Lucas Dulka, and same as the other Lucas, I'm from Poland. And currently, I'm phoning you from Denmark, where I'm actually just working.
And what do you do, Lucas? What are you doing?
Well, I'm a teacher and a consultant in the wind trade, wind business. So I train people in the wind industry by doing different courses. So, for example, safety courses, working on heights courses, first aid courses. I also teach stuff that is technical about wind turbines. So, like, for example, hydraulics, mechanics, electrics. And every now and then I work as a consultant. So I go around, for example, different parts of the world, like in Taiwan, for example, or in recently in Poland as well. And I open up training centers. So then I open up the schools and help to establish them, like so people are be able to train in them, you know.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm thrilled that you found us, Lucas. Thank you for introducing him to us.
Can I just
So
say
excited.
one word?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Carol. Yeah, because Lucas, when he heard about the project, about the, seeding, how do you say, growing the trees by Kenneth, there's 2 million trees, and he created in, I think, one evening the project how to improve that with the whole technology and everything. Like he sent me like 20 pages or something. I don't know. So yeah, so
It's about
he's
60, I
fully.
think. Yeah, and I done a little bit more on it, how you can combine it with permaculture and then with growing mushrooms and all this, like to take it onto a next level. But I still need to put it in PowerPoint because it's gonna be like probably about 120 slides, so quite a lot. Like, so I have to find time for it first because I also gonna be working this weekend as well on Saturday. So I probably gonna start doing stuff with it, and then by the time I have it finished, it might be about 2 3 weeks, like. But I have
Well,
Wow.
one
Kenneth is
PowerPoint
also
finished already.
Lucas,
And
Lucas, Kenneth is also a syntropic forest educator. And so when he plants his million trees, he makes sure that the village that he goes into is got people assigned to nurture those trees, for the next couple of years so that they will reach maturity. So,
hmm
yeah, I wish he was here so you could, meet him and talk to him about that. But
Christy,
yeah,
you need to connect with Lucas.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I could give him a lot of ideas because this is something that I always wanted to do in Poland. But in Poland, you see, it's a little bit different because in Europe, a lot of things are either well established or it's really hard to make profit on certain things because of the cost of labor, for example, and then the permits and also laws and regulations are quite strict and all this, like. So sometimes to get a project going, it costs you a lot of money, time, effort. So unless you actually have a lot of from your own funding, it's very difficult to start something. And since I'm already working in the wind trade and making a decent living in there, then I never really had time to kind of like go this route. And
yeah,
something that I'm willing to do for Kenneth is like absolutely pro bono. It's just like I think this is
yeah.
just be able to give him because I think that his idea of doing the forest in Kenya and all this, like, and then also involving local
Well, he does
communities with it,
all of
like.
East Africa. He's been in Tanzania, he's been in Rwanda, he's been in Uganda. He's been all over several counties in Kenya, so he's
Mm-hmm.
covered a lot of ground with his million trees.
Mm-hmm. So
1,300,000 trees he's
So
planted.
I
300,000
I
so
think
far.
I think he'd be very happy to hear what I could present to him, and
Absolutely.
maybe some of the ideas he already knows or heard of and all this, like. But if not, then I think this could be a game changer for
So
him,
wonderful.
especially by combining, for example, aquaponics, which is aquaculture, and it's
Yeah.
basically you kickstarting the seedlings using fish, where fish produce nitrites. So they put fertilizer into the water. This water then gets used to grow the seedlings, and the seedlings purify the water and all this. So it's like a closed loop ecosystem where the
So
seedlings
brilliant.
grow rapidly in comparison to
Yeah.
soil. Water production is about 80 to 90% less. And then as a byproduct, you actually
And
create a
he's
lot of
right off
fish.
of Lake Victoria. So his property is on Lake Victoria. It goes into Lake Victoria. So
So
yeah, he's got access to water.
So
pretty
I,
much.
I think so I think well I think first of all that nothing happens without the genuine reason, like, you know, so the universe always trying to show us something. It's just sometimes we are blind, or sometimes we are too distracted with other things, like, you know, but nothing happens without a reason. And I think the fact that, like, you know, Lucas made me acquainted with you guys, and I always wanted to do something like this. And as I said, like, I would
Yeah.
love to just share my idea with him, because he can just pick and choose whatever he thinks would be feasible for his project. And then if it does work out for him, then he can do a lot of good for the local community, for the
Yeah, put
people,
your
and maybe
information,
kickstart his
in our
business.
chat, and I'll forward his information to you for sure.
Lucas,
Mhm.
you want to talk to Jackie Zaccoli, who just joined us.
Oh, yeah.
She runs a global program called Global Impact Network, and she has lots of guest speakers come and speak to her group. And a lot of my students go to her GIN program, and we're creating projects right now, big ones, and we would love to have you and be a part of that. So you've got to connect with Jackie. Jackie, make sure you get his info, okay?
It would be a pleasure. I mean, like, I work in training myself, you know, I have like up to date, maybe 7,000 plus students trained in all this. I also taught doctors and professors in regards of the wind industry as well. Worked for biggest technical university in Taiwan, the NKUST. So I think some of my experience could be beneficial, and if it can, you know, put a positive impact on people and help people out, you know, like, then I'll be absolutely thrilled to be part of something like this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Maria, you have your hand up. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Lucas. That was so interesting. I'm speaking now from the water point of view, because I think you joined us a little later, and we have all about water, and particularly Lake Victoria. And it's a very big concern because Lake Victoria has turned green. And I just wondered if your project or your interest, you know, extends to that, because the people are still drawing water from Lake Victoria to drink. You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted.
Yeah,
There you go.
I haven't even touched it, right? So I don't know why it muted itself, like, you know. But just to give you like a little bit of insight into it, like, if you combine growing plants and then aquaculture and all this, especially if you would do it on, like, for example, using water from Lake Victoria and all this, like, then whatever, then the plants can actually purify the water. You could actually build massive rafts on top of the lake that will then, you know, the green stuff that is actually in the water, that's a perfect fertilizer for the plants, and it's a free fertilizer. The only thing what you need to do is just provide energy to have the pumps running. But I went into a lot. I went into so much depth, like, so you could use, for example, things like food rests, right, in order to create, or even sewage, right, in to create biogas, for example, and anaerobic digesters. And then you can convert generators, for example, like petrol generators, to LPG, and then have free power technically, right? And then, for example, you could with the LPG from the anabolic digestion, that you could just collect even from communities and all this. So the sewers that we create, you can literally turn into what you call it, into fuel, and then you can have the energy supplying, for example, the pumps and all this, like. So it's a closed loop ecosystem. It is very complex. I obviously can share the PowerPoint with you, with all of you guys interested, which would be great, because what you could do then is under every slide you can just put your questions, for example. I made it very informative in such a way that even if you're a layman and all this, by reading through it, you should have a rough understanding of what let's just say what the project is capable of doing, you know. And I also
Thank you
put a
so
lot
much.
of
I will put you in touch
Mhm.
with Walter, who's in Kenya. I'll put him in touch with you. When you've put your information in the chat, I'll put you in touch with him, and that would be really appreciated. Thank you so,
Mhm.
so much for coming on here. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Look forward to that.
Absolutely beautiful, Lucas. Thank you for inviting Lucas. to YEA, and I look forward to really having a conversation with him to see what we might be able to create. How amazing! How amazing! Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jackie Zaccoli, you are kind of honestly the last one that I want to introduce before the program, before the call ends. So Jackie, you want to come and introduce yourself really quickly? And I told Lucas all about you. So go ahead.
Got that. Well, we won't go through all that. And I come later because you have so much to do. You don't really want to introduce me. So the point being, I'll get the, so to speak, last word. Hi, Christian. Haven't seen you for a while. Anyhow, the GIN, the Global Impact Network, all of you know what the GIN's about. And this time it's going to be on global wellness, which affects absolutely every one of you. And Carol's very favorite word is that mindset is what it's all about. And mindset is really what creates absolutely everything you're doing. Our three speakers are on mindset, and an amazing way, different way they're going to be approaching your lives, your work that you're doing in your communities in a different way. So do join us on Tuesday. It's 1600 GMT, 9 o'clock West Coast on the Pacific, noon at the East Coast, but 1600 GMT, and the information is in the chat. I really would love to have you there so that we can hear more about your projects, so that we can add more resources to your projects and make them very highly impactful in a positive way as well as sustainable. Thank you, Carol, so much. Welcome back to our world.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And we have a new person, Laquat Hassan. Are you there? Can you come and introduce yourself? You are a new face.
Welcome. This is my friend. I've been online with him for so long, and I've invited him and invited him and invited him. And there he is. Welcome. You're in Uganda, right? Can you come off mute and share with us? He's a farmer, permaculturist.
Hello. Are you getting me? Hello.
Hi.
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm Yakat Hussain. I'm a conservation agronomist working as a regenerative farming advocate in Uganda from last 8 years. And before Uganda, I was working with USAID, United States Agency for International Development in Pakistan. So in Uganda, mostly I work with macadamia, avocado, and coffee growers. I teach them the basic principles to maintain the orchard floor by planting the cover crop, by ensuring the living roots in the orchard. I also teach them how we can improve the soil health to increase the bricks of the tree. Because we have seen when we increase the bricks of the tree, the sucking pest and the chewing pest infestation is very less in coffee, macadamia, and avocado. And I also teach them how we can manipulate the plant to push the plant for maximum reproductive growth. So indirectly, I teach them the 3D, the disease branch, the damage branch, and the dysfunctional branch is pruning. We call it pruning, or plant manipulation. And my main focus is to improve on the soil health by dealing soil as a 3-leg stool: soil chemistry, soil biology, and soil physical properties.
Nice. Thank you, Liqua, for being with us today. I so appreciate you showing up.
Oh my goodness, yes. Thank you for joining us. And Christy, thank you for inviting. All right, guys, it is 12:30. We're going to go ahead and end our call today. We have only a couple more of these, okay? Before our course starts, it starts May 22nd. So when May 22nd happens, you come to the same Zoom, but it will be the class. it will not be the introduction any longer. So please mark it on your calendar. Please, if you have not registered, register for the course, please. It's free for all of Africa. So please invite more of your friends, more people. Right now we have 200, I think, and 48 registrations for the May program. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. It's going to be a big classroom and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to learn a lot together and we're going to create a lot of things together. So please join us again. Lucas, please connect me to Lucas, the other Lucas. I got to do Lucas K and Lucas D, I guess. Anyway, yes. So guys.
Oh, Coach Richard just came on too. Carol, you're breaking up. She's frozen again. Oh my goodness. Coach Richard, we're ending. We're leaving. So oh my goodness. Can you just say hi?
Wow.
Yeah. Where
Let's
Carol was
actually,
ending the call and then she broke up. She's frozen. So she's been
okay.
dropping off all the whole hour.
Oh, the call is ending now, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry
Yeah,
to
it
be
is.
late, and I tried as much as possible to join the community.
Yeah.
But since I've been with the meeting with all of my members of the association, the Agri Entrepreneur Championship, so we finished the meeting very late.
Yeah.
And from yesterday, I had a dream of being in the community today, but I'm sorry. So next Thursday, I will be available.
Okay. We can't wait to hear from you, Richard. Thank you for being with us today.
Okay,
All right,
you.
I'm going to end the call, guys. Thank you all for showing up.
It has been a pleasure.